Good day, everybody. Welcome to Advantech technical webinar for IX7700 series and IXM function. In this session, I will introduce one of the important functions. We call it IXM, which is embedded in our switch. And you can take a note anytime. Once you have any question, you can email to our technical support email address icg.support@advantech.com.tw. Here is our agenda today. First, I will introduce the basic concept for the IXM function. And next, I will introduce the advantage for the IXM function and what is the application and the configuration. Next one, we will hands-on to demo the function for you, including the first, range IP assignment and batch configuration synchronization. And next one is a batch firmware synchronization. And finally, we have the FAQ for you. The first topic is the basic function introduction. What is IXM? The network topology is getting more complex and large today. How do we fast deployment new network and maintain existing network? Traditional. The engineer must physically connect to each switches one by one and do repetitive actions, like set up the IP address. Due to all switch default IP address are all the same. The engineer also need to set up the configuration and restore configuration one by one. With 10 switches, you need to connect to the switch 10 times and configure it. How about 100 piece switches? For a large number of switches, maintenance may occur a human error. For example, lost configuration setting and forgot to save it. Another option is to install network management software on your PC and then do the same things. Today, Advantech developed an industrial Ethernet switch solution to help users quickly deploy the industrial Ethernet switch hardware. The technology we call IXM, which means cross management. The technology allows users only need to connect to one IXM enabled switches in the network. And then you can manage all the network switches at the same time, including also auto IP assignment, configuration synchronization, firmware synchronization. It supports all IX7700 series management switch and the IX5000 series produce switches. Below is a typical network system picture. The field installation distance may be a few hundred kilometers from the control center. It's not possible to go on-site, upgrade the firmware one by one, even remote upgrade the firmwares. Here, we prepare a short video to show how IXM works for your reference. Let's check it out. After watching the video, we will discuss what's the problem we have now. We list all the items here. Predicaments. Unmanaged switches are not visible. It spends much time to configure each device in duplicated setting, like IP setting. Firmware upgrade for many devices is a hard job. All vendors' utility is an OS-based solution and also need to install. NMS is a very professional solution. Professional also means more complicated. So, our solution as below. X7700 series provides cross measurement and the ProView switch are visible. It's allowed to share one device configuration and the firmware to others. And configuration is allowed to be synchronization by features. A web-based solution is better. Embedded in device is much better. GUI is designed in a quick start wizard style and easy to use. So, what does IXM function can help us? For new deployment network, due to all measurement switch default IP address are all the same, we support auto IP assignment and the batch config synchronization, and easy to check and upgrade all switches firmware version. So, in the future, human error will not happen again. And for existing network, we support batch and flexible change configuration. So the function can allow you to choose only one function you want to sync. And we also support batch and flexible change IP segment by wizard. And the efficient firmware upgrade. It saves you a lot of time. What is IXM Management Mechanism? You only need one X7700 series switch. All the TFTP server and the utility is embedded in the switch now. Only one switch can measure all the X7700 series switches. We also support one X7700 series to measure all the X5000 series ProView switches. As you can see, due to IXM is a whole new function in the industrial Ethernet switch. Therefore, Control Design Magazine published this story with this article. It mentions X7710 with IXM solves real-world problems. In next topic, we will introduce what's the advantage for the IXM function. Here, list all the IXM characteristics here. Is including IXM is a web-based. Therefore, utility install is unnecessary in the future. And easy to install. You only need one X7700 series is enough. And easy to maintenance. The table lists all the switch firmware versions, so it's very clear for you. And enable and config ProView feature without utility. The function is enabled in IXM now. And no extra cost to install NMS because the tool is embedded in the device. And portable. Some closed environments doesn't allow even the internet or engineer's notebook. And easy to use. We provide wizard to guide you all the process. So it's very easy now and time saving. Quick deployment and the troubleshooting. Flexible maintenance. Support specific function synchronizations. It provides specific function you would like to sync. So it's very convenient for you. Here I list a simple compare table for IXM Benefit. Original user need to configure the switch one by one. Now IXM provide a configuration wizard and provide one-to-many synchronization. Original, the utility is always based. Now we provide web-based. And original, user need to install the NMS. And now we provide a web GUI. It's more easy and simple. Original firmware upgrade need to one by one. It's very hard job. And now we provide a firmware synchronization wizard. It's more efficient and fast. Here we simply provide a compare picture for the legacy mode and the IXM. Original engineer need to configure each IP address and configure one by one. If the switch is up to 100 pieces, all the time need to 42 minutes. With IXM, it's configure IP and configure at the same time. The time only need to up to 3.5 minutes, so the time saved up to 90%. There is many benefits for the IXM function. It's including the auto IP assignment configuration synchronization and firmware upgrade synchronization. The time saved up to 90%. And also user-friendly for the web GUI. We support IE, Google Chrome, and the Firefox. And the device compatibility. You can use it anywhere, including the desktop, laptop, and the tablet and mobile phone. After the software introduction, I believe the IXM function is very clear for you. Now, let's more familiar with the hardware appearance for our Aki switch. Now, Aki 7710 series is available. It's including gigabit Ethernet switch, megabit fast Ethernet switch, and also provide a PoE, non-PoE, and industrial and wide temperature switches. So total have 8 SKUs now. The topic here will introduce application for IXM. As you can see, here is the industrial switch product portfolio by Advantech now. And Imperial Crown show you the ProView switch and the Layer 2 measurement switch, which support the IXM function already. The picture is the example for the semiconductor dry pump monitor system. As you can see, the Layer 2 measurement switch and the ProView switch all support IXM function. You can upgrade and restore all the configuration at the same time, and very easy to measurement. Even the switch is in the clean room. This picture shows you the application for intelligent transportation about the road surveillance and the traffic management. You can use an IXM function, upgrade the firmware or configuration from the control center. So it's very clear to measurement the field device. Now, the demo box for Aki 7710 series is ready. The demo box can show you the IXM function to measurement the IXM switch and the ProView switch. So the demo including the auto IP assignment, firmware synchronization, and the config synchronization. The picture shows you the inner view. The ProView switch and the IXM switch provide by 24 volts power supply. And the pink cable connect the IXM switch, and the green cable connect the ProView switch. This is the side view about the demo box. Here show you the power connector. We support the wide voltage input from 110 to 220. This picture shows you the demo box for the IXM topology. You need to prepare your laptop with the same IP segment. In this topic, we will discuss about configuration. For the auto IP assignment function, there are 5 steps. You just need to follow the wizard. In the beginning, you need to input the IP range and then select the target device. And next step is confirmation, the intents. And now processing. Finally, we will finish. And now all the IP address will be assigned. For the config synchronization, there are 6 steps. We just need to follow the wizard also. The first one is select source device, and next one the target device, and next one select which feature you want to sync. And the next one is confirmation and the processing, and next one is finish. So it's very easy. The firmware synchronization function. There are 5 steps. You just need to follow the wizard. The first one is select the source device and the target device. And next one is confirmation and processing. Finally, it will finish. All the firmware will be available after you reboot the switch. As you know, the industrial field is not allowed to reboot the switch anytime. So you can wait until the available time you reboot the switch. Then the new firmware will be available. In the beginning, the configuration to the IXM, you need to press the scan button to scan all the available devices, and then the IXM will list all the available devices in the table listed here. After IXM discover all the available devices, you can press any device to look more detailed function here, like a system, information, and so on. For the preview switch, you need to enable the preview function when you use it in the first time. Here have a 3 steps to enable it. To use firmware synchronization function, you need to upgrade one of the first device to the latest firmware. And then you can synchronize this one firmware to other switches. After the configuration introduction, now we will start to hands-on to demo the function now. First one is the auto IP assignment function. Because all the AKI switch default IP address are all the same, you need to change the first IXM switch IP address to the different one. We setting 10 here. Now connect to the IP address 10, and you can see the IXM functions under the tool. At the first time you connect to the IXM function, you need to press the scan button to scan all the available devices from your LAN. For example, here you will see except all the IXM management switch. All other preview switch 5000 series is not enabled preview function. So you need to enable the preview function first. Now press each preview switch to enable the preview function and apply it. After enable the preview switch preview function and the reboot automatically, it will discover and scan the all available device here. You will see all the default IP address is the same except your first one IXM switch is 10, other is 1. Now we can use the range IP configuration wizard to assign the IP to our new switches. Follow the wizard. In the first step, we need to input the IP range. Here we input the IP from 2 until 6, and we also need to input the subnet mask and the default gateway, and press next step. The second step, select the target device. You will see we list all the available device here, and there is a home icon. This is original switch, and you can select the IP address you want to assign about the switch, and then press next step. Now the wizard will confirmation about the setting. You just need to press apply button. After the wizard finish the IP assignment, you need to wait for a while until the switch reboot, and then press scan button to discover all the available device. Here you will see now the IP address is available now from 2 until 6. Next function, we will demo the batch config synchronization. After the IP assignment to the new switches, now we start to config synchronization to the switch. First step, we select the source device. Here, we select the first one to be the original source. The second step, we will choose the target device. Because here we have only the same model device, so we will list one model here. And you will see save or not button here. Because original, we will save the configuration in running config only. If you choose the save or not button, it will save to the startup config. Even you reboot the switch, the config will be available. In this step, we need to select which features you want to synchronization. In here, we select all except IP address, because in some condition, administrator only want to sync one function, so we provide a flexible option for the administrator. In this step, we confirmation the setting about the source and the features. The last step is appear finish message. You can press go to device page to see the result. Here, we will demo the firmware synchronization function. Please notice, the config synchronization and the firmware synchronization function only support the same model. In the demo here, we choose the AKI5729F model for the demo. You will see the original firmware version is 1.03 and another one is 1.02. Here we want to sync the 1.02 upgrade to 1.03 use the IXM function. The first step, we select the source device and press next step. The IXM function will only show you the same model in the firmware synchronization. Therefore, we see one switch only now. And we choose the device and press next step. Here we will also see the original firmware version is 1.02. This step, confirmation the source device and the target numbers, and press yes. Now the firmware synchronization already processing, and now we can see the process bar here. Until the 100%, the first upgrade will be finished. Now the process is finished. We press the go to device page to see the result. After a while, you press the scan button, you will see now the new firmware already available to the latest, and the version is the same. The last topic, we are talking about the FAQ. Let's see it. First question, what is the main selling point between Advantech and the other competitor? The answer, IXM technology is the key selling point you can highlight to customer. Moreover, great portfolio, total solution are also the advantage. The most special is this time I prepared a couple questions that customer may ask you in the future. You can refer to my answer, of course. You have a better answer than mine, please share us. Thank you. Question 2. Competitor has a similar tool, Windows utility, for auto IP assignment. What is the difference from IXM? The answer is, while using competitor's tool, and users still need to install the utility on your PC or notebook, but IXM doesn't need any installation. It's embedded in the switch, easy and quick to use. It's more efficient and easy. Question 3. For layer 2 function, are we powerful than others? The answer is, layer 2 switch is a very common and mature product in network field. AKI7700 series will provide full layer 2 function just the same as others. Simply, for layer 2 function wise, AKI7700 series is as good as others. Question 4. How to define AKI7000 series position when we start to sell AKI7710? The answer is 7710 is the successor of AKI7000 series products. Question 5. I am good at selling IPC but don't know how to start selling switch. The answer. For study, 85% customer will need switch for connectivity while they are purchasing IPC. Try to ask customer if they require to connect something, like connect IP cam, connect machine, connect device, connect factory, connect building. Switch will exist in anywhere when people need connectivity. Question 6. We have already deployed other brand switch. What benefit Advantech can give us to change? The answer is, if customers are using commercial grade switch, you should let them know the value and the advantage to use industrial grade switch. Anyhow, start from refurbishment our switch is compatible with others. You still can sell from refurbishment requirement. Question 7. Is X7710's price competitive? What is our price strategy? The answer is absolutely. X7710's price is very competitive. Our customer partner can enjoy good enough profit. They will be more than happy to sell X7710. Sometimes they may ask, question 1, what is switch? The answer is switch is a computer networking device that connect devices together on a computer network. Whatever, no connect no. Device connect device, machine connect machine, building connect building. Switch is for connectivity. Question 2, what is management switch? The answer is management switch provide all the features of an unmanaged switch and provide the ability to configure, manage, and monitor your LAN. And this gives you great control over how data travels over the network and who has access to it. Question 3. Why need industrial grade switch? The answer is for vertical market field application, oil, gas, ITS, device must be designed to work in harsh environment of temperature extremes, humidity, and the vibration that exceed the range for commercial grade equipment, intended for installation in controlled environments. Especially some certain regulation approval is a must to have to enter some vertical market. Above is all the contents in today. Thank you very much for joining the IXM webinar and hope you learned much from the webinar. If you have any question, please mail to our icg.support@advantech.com.tw. Thank you.